Well, for those of you that love to bake, you know it truly can be a form of art, really. But for one Greensboro woman, it's a work of heart. Annie Rose Ansley is the proud owner of Second Rise Bakery, an in-home bakery that does more than just crank out delicious sourdough bread and cookies. It means so much more to her than just the ingredients that go into each creation.
I've always loved to bake and had a dream of starting a bakery and just decided to go for it a few years ago. And I also have always been passionate about youth and foster care and ways to be involved with that. So my goal for my business is to support youth in foster care or youth aging out of foster care, while also making healthier baked goods options for people in the Greensboro community. So mostly sourdough breads and also some good cookies too.
Yeah, Annie says mostly what she does is kind of a sourdough bread, but not the usual just hunk of bread you would think of. She does specialty loaves. There's even one that's like a double chocolate loaf that she says is really popular. She says doing bread the old-fashioned way from scratch is actually healthier than what we're getting in stores.
So most of the breads you'll buy in the store have a really long ingredient list, most of which is extra stuff that we don't need or is not benefiting our body. Sourdough is slow fermented, so instead of using that, granulated commercial yeast, it uses a starter, which is just flour and water that has been naturally fermented from the bacteria in the air. So it takes several hours to rise, and then mine also proofs in the fridge overnight. And over that time, the gluten is just being broken down by the sourdough. So a lot of people with a gluten sensitivity find that they have no problem digesting sourdough. And it also tastes better.
So all the good things.
So I'm waiting on you to like bend down and
I
get
know,
some of
and
the,
bring the
and bring
sample
it
up.
up so we can
Yeah.
sample
I
it, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
We threw it together so fast. She said, in fact, that interview, she had to do it in the middle of a baking session. So we had to stop and work
Yeah.
it in real quick and then get back out. So yes, she does it out of her house. The best place to find her is on Facebook. You can order them and pick them up or have them delivered either way, or I guess shipped. But the sourdough bread, she does all these different varieties, and then cookies as well. But behind it is helping foster kids. She also does, this is cool, we didn't have images of this, but she teaches cooking classes to foster kids, which I think is really cool. Totally free for them, I'm assuming. And then she also donates to organizations that help kids that are aging out of foster care or in foster care.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
I-
So
and
it's a deeper purpose
heart.
behind the treats and things of that nature.
And I don't know how she does the double chocolate sourdough.
I don't
I'm
either.
actually really curious
Fascinated
to
by
how
that.
she would make that.
Yeah.
And I love sourdough.
Sourdough is
bread,
one of the hardest to make.
Yeah.
If you've ever tried it, there's so many. I don't even try. Don't
Yeah.
even give it a shot. But
Right.
I'm not a big sweets person, but ever since moving to Greensboro, gosh, the local business owners here just really put pride into the craft of whatever they're doing, whether that's coffee or whether that's, a bakery shop or whatever it is. I mean, it has just changed my view of how I, now do enjoy eating some treats. So I love that she's giving back in this way.
I'm gonna say cheesecake. That's my downfall. That's the only sweet cheesecake and ice cream that I really
Really?
crave sometimes. I can do without cakes and all that.
All the other stuff.
See, I'm a brownie girl. Anything
I love that
chocolate.
too.
Yeah.
So she said double chocolate for the sourdough. I said,
You got me.
Have you
Yeah.
ever had a sweet potato cheesecake?
No.
Oh my goodness, Thanksgiving's coming up.
Okay,
you
all
gotta
right.
get into it. Okay. We'll be right back.